Why does Southwest Florida rarely update? This is probably a question you're wondering. This guy over here is wondering it. Everybody wants to know. There was once a stage where Southwest Florida would update like every week or every 2 weeks. It was insane. But these days, it's a bit different. The last update we got, the last proper update we got was about a month ago in July, the 4th of July. I think that's right, 4th of July. Sub to KamPlays. Exactly! We're nearing 100k. By the time you're watching this, probably already hit 100k. So thank you very much for that. So yeah, I'm going to answer that question. I'm going to tell you why there's no updates. So I hope this fills you in. So, first thing to know, this one is pretty much common sense. The developers of Southwest Florida are humans. You gotta understand, this Roblox game, yes, it's probably very important to them, but it's not their main life priority. They have their own lives. I'm sure they do work on the game in all their free time, but they're adults. They have things to do. They have jobs, family. You know, they're just normal people. So, I mean, they've got things to do. I mean, the game, you got to remember, this game isn't huge. I mean, it is a decently sized game, but it's not huge. So, just keep in mind, this is probably not their main priority. I'm sure they really do want to do updates and develop, but it's not their main priority. So, keep that in mind when you're pestering them for updates. I'll keep it in mind because I do pester them for updates a lot. It's a little bit different for me because I sort of rely on their game. I rely on updates. I rely on everything to keep me going. I mean, my channel depends on it. But for them, as owners or developers, sure, you can imagine it's not their main priority. Sort of leads me on to the next thing. You're probably thinking if they had a huge team of developers, then surely they'd be able to split up who does what at different times. Well, that's the thing. Southwest Florida doesn't have a big development team. You've got Dan Broyo here. You've got Kai. You've got car modelers. So there's car modelers who do the car modeling. That's all they do. That's why we get cars a lot. You've got Bad Dev. I think Bad Dev's a scripter. I believe there's only 3 or 4 developers. I don't know any of the others. But yeah, I mean, there's not many developers. There's a lot of car modelers, but scripters, I think there's only one scripter. I think there's only one scripter. I know Kai does building. I think Bad Dev does scripting. I'm pretty sure he does scripting. So that in itself, one person doing entire game scripting. You gotta understand, scripting is so hefty. Like, you've got to write loads of lines of code. It goes wrong. It doesn't work. It's just such, I don't think people understand how difficult development is. To even make a game like this, I mean, it just requires hours and hours of scripting. Like, it's truly insane. For things to be good, they have to spend a lot of time scripting. So taking into consideration that they're human and they have their own things to do, as well as how long it takes to develop, I mean, already that's going to take a long time for a big update. And on top of that, right now it's summer. So why are they going to sit inside in the boiling hot scripting when they could be outside with their friends or their family? You know, you just got to take these things into consideration. So just be careful what you're saying. I mean, because the thing is, it can come off as like really hurtful when they spend hours and hours and hours of their time developing the game, making updates. People to go, oh, I want another one. You know, I mean, just be grateful. I mean, you get to play this all for free, you know, for free. So, you know, I mean, you got to give them respect, credit where due. It's a bit different for YouTubers. It's not that much different. It's not that much different because, I mean, us YouTubers should also be grateful for the updates we get. But, you know, us YouTubers, we do like updates to come. Well, we like communication with the developers because we're sort of like the face of the game. Like, everyone comes to us to ask us when updates are coming. We inform you all. So, you know, it's more important for us. It keeps our channels going as well. I mean, we heavily rely on updates. We heavily rely on the health of the game. That's why you'll see YouTubers knowing more information and asking developers, that's why we ask you all the time, because we rely on it, and I'm sure you know that. Now, let's not forget, another thing to note, the developers indeed are working on updates. If we go to development progress, you can see they are working on stuff. It's not as if they're not. They're working on big things, because the thing is, if they keep posting like small updates, like, oh, we've added a new job, not much on the job, oh, we've added new cars, it's just a bit repetitive and boring. So they take these big chunks of time to work on new things. So they're working on new admin commands right now. Obviously, the same cars. So we've got a car modeler here. You can see like these huge buildings. I mean, that in itself, it takes ages to build. Got another place built. There's simply so much going on. So they are working on updates. We're not getting an update this weekend at the time I'm recording, but hopefully that clears it up for them, because I mean, I want to help the developers as much as I can, and I know a lot of people don't understand. They just don't understand, and the developers haven't really made any statements as to why, but I'm letting you know that is the reason. I mean, obviously they are working on stuff. They're trying their best, but they're a small team. They have a life, and it's very difficult to develop. Hopefully that clears everything up for you guys. We'll just keep supporting the developers. Hopefully you'll get an update this weekend. Subscribe and notifications. I'll keep you updated. Anyway, goodbye!